Today we are trying out the brand new Lekker Tikkens from Wooting. The Lekker Tikkens are available in sets of 70 or 90 switches, and they are kind of special in today's switch market. Nowadays, most of the aftermarket Hall effect switches have a total travel distance of around 3.5 millimeters, give or take a few fractions of a millimeter. These Tikkens, however, stay true to their original Lekkers with a 4 millimeters travel distance, which honestly feels so nice to use. You get a more higher grade of control with the travel distance and more room for those very precise travel distance settings. Of course, the travel distance is up to everyone's personal tastes, but it's so good to have a very solid 4 millimeter switch available now as well, so you can really determine what you like. With the Tikkens, they now also have a closed button design for that added thock, and the stock spring is nicely long at 22 millimeters. The longer spring lessens the variance between the initial required force and the bottoming out force, and these I find to be a happy medium between the lighter Lekkers and the heavier ones. What also adds some nice thock to the typing sound are the material choices, and the bottom is made from this very sleek looking nylon. Polycarbonate is used on the top housing, and the stem is made from POM. I really like the look of these, even though they will be under the keycaps, but you always get a small glimpse of the switches from the sides of the keyboard. That is all about the looks and specifications. Let's hear how they sound on my Venom 60HE. So, overall, the sound reminds me a lot of the Owlab TI-HEs, and the stability is just super nice. They don't have almost any of that annoying stem wobble, and overall, it's a super nice sounding and feeling switch. Pretty much it is a happy medium of thock and a clack. They are also looped very nicely out of the box. They did not go overboard with the loop, and there are some loop on the bottom housing, then on the stem rails, and it seems that the spring is unlooped. The switches are not scratchy at all, and these are a huge step up from the Lekkers we've had before. It's also super nice that you will get these switches as a stock option with the new Wooting 60H EV2 when it drops, and I believe most of you don't ever need to swap the switches out. Of course, modding is fun and you can still do that, of course, but with these switches the board is gonna sound and feel so nice straight out of the box. Gaming wise, I got a good 2 hours of usage with these before my Venom board gave up. But my overall impressions with these from that short session were all positive. Yeah, these are now available on Wooting store, and if you already own a Wooting board or have owned one, take a look at your rewards page. There is a code that you can use to save some money and get your hands on these even before the 60H EV2 drop. That is all for this one. I'll go now and try to breathe some life to my Venom 60HE. Goodbye.